into history, sworn in at an extraordinary time the nation's enormous challenges laid bare right in front of him. There was no huge crowd, the audience socially distanced, a mask on every face. But three of Biden's predecessors were on hand: the Clintons, the Bushes, and the Obamas. Former President Obama exchanging fist bumps with Khamala Harris, who was about to make so much history of her own as the first woman, the first Black American, and the first person of Southeast Asian descent to be vice president.
The Vice President of the United States, the Honorable Michael R. Pence and Mrs. Karen Pence.
The man she would replace, Mike Pence, there too, though former President Trump was not. The Capitol still bearing scars of what happened there just 2 weeks ago. Today, a special honor given to one Capitol police officer who tried to fend off that violent mob.
United States Capitol Police Officer, Private First Class Eugene O. Goodman.
But this was a day for celebration, complete with Lady Gaga.
What?
Harris first to take the oath, making her the highest-ranking elected woman in American history.
So
sworn in by another first, Justice Sonia Sotomayor, the first Latina on the Supreme Court.
I, Khamala Harris, do solemnly swear.
And then the moment Joe Biden has wanted his entire life. His hand on the Bible that has been in his family for more than 100 years.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
Office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend. The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Woo, I'm happy.
A kiss for the emotional new First Lady. Then President Biden got to work, setting out to heal this nation after the hard-fought election and its bitter aftermath.
This is America's day. This is democracy's day. A day of history and hope, of renewal and resolve. We've learned again that democracy is precious. Democracy is fragile. And at this hour, my friends, democracy has prevailed.
Still, the new president calling this a time of testing.
We face an attack on our democracy and on truth. A raging virus, growing inequity, the sting of systemic racism, a climate in crisis, America's role in the world. To overcome these challenges, to restore the soul and secure the future of America, requires so much more than words. It requires the most elusive of all things in a democracy: unity. Unity.
He demanded an end to what he called an uncivil war pitting red against blue, rural versus urban, conservative versus liberal. He did not mention Donald Trump, but he did extend an olive branch to the millions of Americans who voted for him.
To all those who did not support us, let me say this. Hear me out as we move forward. Take a measure of me and my heart. Yet hear me clearly. Disagreement must not lead to disunion. And I pledge this to you. I will be a president for all Americans. All Americans.
Amen.
And I promise you, I will fight as hard for those who did not support me as for those who did.
Biden warning these divisions cannot stand as we enter what may be the deadliest period of this pandemic.
We must set aside politics and finally face this pandemic as one nation. One nation. We will get through this together. Together.
In his first act as president, Biden asking for a moment of silence to remember the 400,000 Americans killed.
Let's say a silent prayer for those who've lost their lives and those left behind, and for our country.
Biden then making this promise to the nation he now leads.
I give you my word. I will always level with you. I will defend the Constitution. I'll defend our democracy. I'll defend America. And together we shall write an American story of hope, not fear, of unity, not division, of light, not darkness, and the story that tells ages yet to come that we answer the call of history.
President Biden on the steps of the Capitol today.